Hello my dear friends and welcome to StudyIQ. I am Joycey Joy and today in this lecture we will discuss about FPOs, that is farmer producer organizations, and also we will see how to promote farmer producer organizations and what is the significance of promoting farmer producer organizations. Now if you look at the current affair or why is FPOs in the news, the main reason is that there is an ongoing rural crisis in the agrarian sector. So this rural crisis is caused due to many factors, and the major factor is that the farmers do not get a better price discovery for their produce, and this has led to indebtedness of the farmer and thereby they are not able to meet their basic necessities even. So in this context it has caused into a larger agrarian distress or rural distress, and the government has initiated many policies and schemes in order to help out the rural sector, especially the farming sector. And the government has also set up the ambitious target of doubling the farmers' income by the year 2022. So in the backdrop of all these, it is also important to promote farmer producer organizations that will help the farmers in better price discovery for their produce. So we will analyze FPOs and how to promote FPOs and what's the significance of FPOs or the farmer producer organizations in detail in this lecture. But before we move on, this is our channel StudyIQ and we are providing pen drive courses for various competitive examinations including SSC and bank courses, UPSC optionals, SSC JEE courses, teaching examination, railway examination, defense examinations, RBI grade B, NABARD grade A, UGC NET, UPSC Civil Services Examination, for CLAT exams, for various state PSCs and also for various professional courses. You can visit our website www.studyiq.com for more details, or you can call to any of these numbers for more information. So let us start. Let us first understand what is meant by an FPO or a farmer producer organization. So FPOs are also called FPCs. So it is farmer producer companies. So FPOs are either organizations or companies, and it is an entity formed by primary producers. So who is this primary producers? The primary producers include those producers who are directly involved in the production activity. For example, the farmers, they undertake cultivation, so they are the primary producers. Now the milk producers, the fishermen, the weavers, rural artisans, the rural craftsmen, so they are all directly engaged in the production process and therefore they are called primary producers. So FPO or farmer producer organizations are entities that are formed by primary producers. So this is a very important point. You should remember this for your UPSC preliminary examination. Now, an FPO can be either a producer company or a cooperative society, or it can take any legal form. So basically the FPOs, they are a hybrid of cooperative societies and private companies. So it's a hybrid or it's a mixture of cooperative societies and private companies. That means they have the character of a cooperative society. So what is the characteristic of a cooperative society? It works on the basis of no profit, no loss policy. So here the profit or the benefits are shared among the members. So it is the principle by which a cooperative society works. Now coming to private companies. So the biggest advantage or the biggest benefit of a private company is that it has more efficiency or effectiveness or profitability compared to a public sector undertaking. So even compared to a cooperative, the efficiency would be higher in a private company. So we can say that FPO or farmer producer organizations are a hybrid of cooperative societies and private companies. This means that it works on the policy of sharing the profit among its members and also works on the principle of increasing the efficiency and profitability. So here the day-to-day functioning of the FPOs would be similar to the functioning of a private company. That means they will be professionally run and the efficiency and profitability would be very high, and this profit would be shared amongst its members. Now the Companies Act was amended in order to incorporate section 9A in it in order to allow the creation and registration of FPOs under it. So here what you should remember is that FPOs comes under the ambit of Companies Act, and Companies Act was amended in order to insert a new section, that is section 9A, and section 9A deals with the creation and registration of FPOs or farmer producer organizations. Now coming to the significance of FPOs. Why is FPO significant and why do we need to create large number of FPOs? So the most important thing to be remembered here is that FPOs are a hybrid of both cooperative societies plus private companies. So efficiency would be very high and they would be working on a professional manner, but at the same time the benefits or the profit is shared among its all members. So if we look at this perspective, we will understand what is the significance of FPOs. So they play a very important role in enhancing the earnings of its member farmers. So we have seen that it's an entity that is formed by the primary producers. So the members of this FPO would be the primary producers. So it will help in enhancing the income of the members, that is the primary producers or the farmers. So how does this happen? How does it enhance the income of the primary producers? The small producers, that is the small scale farmers, do not have large marketable surplus. So when farmers have a large marketable surplus, they can get the benefit of economies of scale. But in case of individual farmers, marginal farmers, small farmers who are the majority in India, they cannot get the benefit of economies of scale, that is of large scale production. So when the production is large scale, they get the benefit of economies of scale. So they do not get the benefit of economies of scale because they do not have a large marketable surplus. So the main aim of the FPO is to ensure better income for the producers through an organization of their own. So under FPO what happens is that the small farmers will collectively bring together or mobilize their marketable surplus. So in total it becomes a large marketable surplus and therefore economies of scale can be utilized. So this will enhance the income of the member farmers or the member producers. Now it will also provide for sharing of profits and benefits among the members. We have seen that it's a hybrid of cooperative society and private company. So the principle of cooperative society is that the profit or the benefit is shared among the members. So here also the profit shall be shared among the members. And thirdly, it's a professionally managed organization. It is a hybrid of cooperative society and private company. So the characteristic of private company is that it is professionally managed. So therefore, the farmers or the members enjoy a better bargaining power because of the professionalism and efficiency of this organization. So this will ensure the farmers best prices for their produce. So they will get the best prices or the maximum prices for their produce, and this will ensure that high returns are made available to the farmers for their produce, whether it is agricultural commodities, horticulture, plantation, dairy, poultry, fisheries, whatever it is, the higher returns are promised and farmers are ensured better prices for their produce. Now, in case of the landless laborers or the tribals and those subsisting on collections from wilds, they have also gained significantly from these organizations. So, taking into all this advantages of FPOs, the Union Budget 2018-19 has made certain announcements on FPOs, and this includes providing a 5-year tax holiday to FPOs in order to promote the creation of FPOs, and also it has announced setting up of a small credit guarantee fund. So a credit guarantee fund would also be set up, and this fund would be of rupees 100 crore corpus. So these are certain announcements made by the government in the union budgets in order to promote FPOs. And now if we look into the formation of FPOs in India, the statistics says that in 2010 there were only 200 FPOs in India, but in 2019 it stands at around 4,000 FPOs, and this increase in the number of FPOs is definitely because of the higher significance of the FPOs and the benefits that has already been proven. Now let us understand what are the concerns that are associated with the functioning of FPOs. So like any other organizations, FPOs also have certain bottlenecks and challenges. So we can divide it into financial concerns, operational challenges, and the concerns with legal recognition of the FPOs. So first concern is that there is a difficulty in securing institutional finance or institutional credit. So here the major challenge is that the banks do not provide credit to the FPOs because they do not have collaterals. So they do not have assets of their own and they lack collateral facilities. And therefore banks are reluctant to provide finance to FPOs. Therefore they have a challenge towards access of institutional credit. Now the second challenge is regarding the operation of the FPOs. So they have an inability to operate in regular agricultural markets. And this is because of the resistance offered by the licensed traders. These licensed traders, they have a significant hold over the markets. Therefore, they do not get access to regular agricultural markets. And third challenge is the lack of legal recognition under the contract farming regulations. So these are some of the concerns faced by FPOs. Now, if the government and the policy makers, they can rightly address the challenges, it will lead to significant changes in the income of agricultural sector, the farmers, the primary producers through the FPOs. You can find the PDF of this lecture on my Facebook page, and also you can follow my Facebook page for more video updates, and please write to me on joycey.studyiq@gmail.com for any of your queries or for any of your suggestions. Thank you.